for the Maui High Sabers coming out onto the floor right now. We got Tristan Nichols, we got Jake Frazee, also got Janelle Mateo, also Daniel Fonseca, and there's one more guy out there somewhere, and that would be A.J. Bagoyo. And for the Baldwin Bears, Philip Thomas, Warren Feike, Cody Takushi, Paige Akaka, and Liam Wake. And the ball is in the air, and it's going to be controlled by the Baldwin Bears. Cody Takushi tracking it down, and we are underway in this semifinal game. For Maui High, they have a little bit of a cushion. They came in second during the regular season. For Baldwin, this is a must-win game, and here is a shot by Takushi that was missed. Thomas comes up with a rebound. His putback will not go, and then now we've got Daniel Fonseca coming up with a rebound, but going out of bounds along the baseline with it. And so Baldwin will be inbounding once again along their end of the floor. And so Cody Takushi will trigger it in. Gets it to Feike in the deep left corner. Now they go to Takushi in that corner. He will pass off to Feike. Feike looks inside for Thomas. Thomas can't get it to him, so it comes back up on top to Takushi, and they'll reload the half-court offense here. Ball tipped away, and now we got Cody Takushi with a dip in his shoulder, and he's going to be called for an offensive foul as he collided with A.J. Bagoyo. Good defense that time by Bagoyo. And the ball will go back over to the Maui High Sabers. Actually, this will be their first offensive possession of the ball. Bagoyo picked up closely by Takushi. Goes to Fonseca. Lob pass goes inside to Nichols. Turnaround jumper off the glass and in, and count the bucket, and he was fouled on the play. And I believe that foul was against, I think it might have gone against Paige Akaka, helping out down below. No PA announcer here tonight, so not sure. Shot up by Nichols is good. He gets the three-point play. 3-0 Maui High. They come out with some full court pressure, but the Bears get it. And then the ball is knocked away from Takushi, but a reach-in foul is going to be called against Janelle Mateo. And the reach-in foul, and so Baldwin will inbound on the sideline. Paige Akaka will trigger it in. He'll drop it in the backcourt for Cody Takushi. 3-0, Sabers on top early on. Philip Thomas way out on the left side wing won't take the three. He'll dribble around a little bit, looking inside, comes up on top to Takushi. Now they go to Kaka trying to cut inside, but the ball's knocked away. And here comes Bagoyo down the floor with it. Gives it up to Fonseca, out to Mateo, up on top to Bagoyo. Bagoyo calls out play number one. They'll go left side to Fonseca. Pass goes down along the baseline to Frazee, out to Fonseca. Long three on the way. Long shots equal long rebounds, and that one was knocked out of bounds. Trying to save it on the corner was Mateo, and it goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Baldwin Bears. They trail 3-0. A minute and a half gone in the ball game. Takushi up across midcourt into the attacking zone. They'll set up their half-court offense here against this man-to-man defense by Maui High. Thomas gives it up to Akaka. Akaka throws the pass to Feike, stolen away by Mateo, comes down the floor, and Akaka's going to pick up a foul with a little reach-in tap. And so that is the second team foul. That might be the second foul on Paige Akaka. I believe it is, because immediately Keile'i Kayama comes off the bench, and they cannot afford to lose Paige Akaka to fouls. Janelle Mateo at the line, the former Baldwin Bear, puts up the shot, and it is good. And it's 4-0, Sabers on top. Must-win game for the Baldwin Bears. They lose, their season's over. Mateo at the line. Next shot is up. That is good also. Got them both. And it is 5-0 Maui High on top. Here's a double team in the backcourt. We're going to have a travel called against Keile'i Kayama. They got him trapped in the corner. He tried to split the defenders and ended up with a travel. That's just a case where nobody came over to help out. Ball's inbounded. They go to Mateo up on top to Bagoyo, left side wing. Puts it on the floor, drops it down inside. Ball stolen away, though, by the Bears. Coming on the floor is Takushi. Takushi in the paint, and he will drive inside. We're going to have a blocking foul called against Mateo. A bang-bang play. That one could have gone either way. And that's going to be the second personal foul on Janelle Mateo. And that's going to bring into the ballgame Marquise McLeod very quickly for Coach Steven Vega. Vega first-year head coach versus Baldwin's Wayne Gushigan, who's been there for decades on the bench for the Baldwin Bears. So Cody Takushi going to the line. And they gave him the bucket on that play, so he is looking for a three-point play. And his shot is up, too hard off the back of the rim. No good. Tristan Nichols, the 6'5 center, comes down with a rebound. Ahead it goes all the way to Bacleek. Bacleek cut off. Tried to leave it for Nichols. Ball got away, but it's picked up by Bagoyle. Kicks it out. Now they go to Nichols along the baseline right side. His pass across the court, in and out of the hands of Daniel Fonseca. He couldn't hang on to it. Ball goes out of bounds. Will belong to Baldwin. Cody Takushi will trot it up the floor for the Baldwin Bears. Gets it into the attacking zone. Comes to Liam Wake way out on the left side wing. Wake gives it up to Fikey. Fikey over to Takushi. Takushi gives it out to Kayama. Back to Wake. Wake will knife his way inside. Out to Thomas. Thomas a three on the way. Too hard off the back of the rim, and Bacleek tracks down the rebound. We'll leave it for Bagoyo in the backcourt. And so the Sabres will bring it into the attacking zone. They go right side to Fonseca. Up on top to Bacleek. 5:12 to go, opening quarter. 5-2 Sabres on top. Frazee in the left corner. Out to Bagoyo. Up on top to Fonseca. Now Bacleek hanging on to it. They work it all the way to Fonseca. He'll drive the baseline left side. Put it up too hard off the rim. Had a point-blank shot. Couldn't get it to finish. Back the other way. Fikey looking for a cutter. Gets it inside to Wake. Wake goes up with the shot. Cannot go, but he is fouled on the play. This one might be on Nichols. And it is. That goes against Tristan Nichols. That is his first personal foul. And that is the third team foul on the Maui High Sabres. Each team now with 3 team fouls. Going to the foul line is Liam Wake. Senior center at 6'3". Eyes the basket. Shot on the way, and that is good. It's the first. There's another shot coming here. Checking in for the Maui High Sabres is Dancel, Justin Dancel. And also in for Maui High is Jeremiah Guzman. Liam Wake at the foul line. His second shot on the way, and that one off the side of the rim, no good. So he's 1 for 2, and it's a 5-3 ball game. Sabres on top. Guzman gives it up to Bacleek at the top. Picked up by Kayama. Gives it back over to Guzman. Guzman will shake and bake. Picked up, guarded closely by Cody Takushi. And now we got a whistle. And what do we have here? Ball kicked, I believe. So it'll be Maui High inbounding on the sideline. Sabres inbound. They get it to Frazee way up on top. Frazee puts it on the floor behind the back dribble, takes it in the paint, puts it up off the glass, up and in. Strong move that time by Jake Frazee for his first 2 points of the ball game. Back at the other end, the ball goes inside to Wake. Gives it up to Zach Ayers, who's just checked in for Baldwin. Now up on top to Takushi. In control of the offense. Wake way out on the right side wing. Gives it to Ayers. Ayers out to the sideline. Going for Kayama. Threw it behind him. And that is a turnover. Giving the ball back over to Maui High. Sabres with the ball and with the lead. They got it on top 7-3. Guzman will trot it up the floor for the Maui High Sabres. We hit the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Bounce pass down along the baseline. Goes to Dancel. Backdoor play. And that was a nice offensive set from Maui High. Easy bucket that time for Dancel. The other end, Wake gets the ball down inside, and Liam Wake's got another 2. He's got 3 in the ball game for Baldwin. 9-5 the score. Sabres on top. Frazee at the top with the ball. Goes left side to Dancel. Up on top to Guzman. Guzman just holds the ball. Baldwin sitting back in a zone defense right now. As Maui High will pass it around the perimeter. Frazee to Guzman to Bacleek. Bacleek guy likes to shoot from outside, but he goes inside to Fonseca. Turnaround jumper will not go. Thomas with the rebound for Baldwin. Gives it up to Takushi. Into the attacking zone. They go left side wing to Kayama. Kayama stutter step. Can't go with it. They get it to Zach Ayers on the left wing. Ayers looking for a cutter. Up on top to Takushi. Wide open 3. It is off the rim. No good. Rebound to Frazee of Maui High. Outlet will go to Guzman. He'll bring it up the floor as we go under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fonseca deep in the right corner. Works it up on top to Guzman. Guzman looking inside, up on top, coming up, popping up to take it was Fonseca. Out to Frazee, 3 on the way, no good. Thompson goes high for the rebound for the Bears. They'll get it to Takushi. Ahead it will go to Kayama. Kayama passes it over to Thomas. Back to Takushi. We got Thomas wide open on the left wing. Don't get it to him, though. He loves to shoot that outside jumper. Goes to Kayama, though, on the right wing. Kayama gives it to Thomas. Tries to make a move. Fires up a 3. It's good. Philip Thomas. The Bears really need to get Philip Thomas on track here tonight. 9-8, just a 1-point ball game following that triple by Philip. McCleave with it, off to Guzman as we hit the 2-minute mark. Frazee on the right side goes back up on top to Guzman. He'll back away from the Baldwin defense. Passes to the right side to Marquise McCleave. Back around, they work it to Guzman on the left side wing. At the top, McCleave pump fakes, won't take the shot. Guzman will from the left wing, though. In and out, no good. And the rebound comes off to Takushi, the little guy inside. He wants to run. Takushi down the floor. He dumps it off to Ayers. Ayers wasn't ready for it. Out, they work it to Thomas. Another 3 on the way by Philip Thomas. In and out, no good. And McCleave grabs the rebound for Maui High. Outlet goes to Guzman, quickly down the right side, leaves it for McCleave. And the pass stolen away by Philip Thomas, but the ball's being knocked around. Takushi comes up with it. Takushi down the floor, missed the layup. And guys fighting for the ball, and they're going to say it belongs to the Maui High Sabers. Boy, he got a little ragged there after Takushi put that layup up, but too short. Alec Payette has checked in for the Baldwin Bears, and also now Cruzat Chan's going to check in, I believe. Dancel and Mateo on the floor for Maui High. Round out their lineup. A minute to go, 9-8, Sabers by 1. DeGuayo, left side wing. Goes to the high post to Dancel, double team, tries to force up a shot. He's going to be called for traveling. He needed to get rid of the ball, tried a little too hard to make something happen. Now full court pressure being applied by Maui High. They love to do this. Alec Payette will bring it up the floor for the Baldwin Bears. Gives it to Kayama, goes to Ayers. Ayers back out to Kayama. He calls out play number 5. Passes it to Payette on the left wing. Big pass goes inside to Ayers. Turn around, off the glass. Missed the shot. A break for Zach Ayers. And the rebound comes to Magoyle. He wants to run. Gives it to Mateo. Mateo puts up a shot. Kayama got a piece of it. And it came right back into Mateo's hand, but his foot was on the line. So a nice block that time by Keli'i Kayama. And the Bears get it back after Mateo stepped on that baseline. Bears inbound again. They face full court pressure. And Kayama's pass was knocked out of bounds. Sabers love to apply full court pressure. In the last time these two teams played, the Bears ate it up pretty good and got a lot of points off the transition. Here's Frazee with a steal. Just took it right away from Payette. That was an easy bucket for Jake Frazee. He's got 4. Now another steal. Frazee comes up with it, but he travels on the play. Frazee called for the travel, and the Bears got to figure out a way to break this press. They trail by 3, 11-8 with 18 seconds to go. Fikey set to inbound. Somebody's got to move. They get it inside the middle to Ayers. Outlet pass goes to Fikey. Fikey up the floor. Bounce pass goes underneath to Chan. Puts up a shot. Got a block. Puts it up again, and it rolls down for us. Cruzat Chan with 2 off the bench. 5 seconds to go. Magoyle on the right wing. Magoyle stops, fires up a shot off the rim. No good. Then we come to the end of our first quarter of play. After 1, it's a 1-point lead from Maui High. 11-10 over the Baldwin Bears. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll be back with more right after this. Lahaina Luna here in Division 1. Sabers to inbound to start our second quarter of play. They get it into Janelle Mateo. Picked up by Zach Ayers out on the right side to go to Frazee. Frazee, cross-court pass, goes to DeGuayo. Pump fakes, takes it inside the paint, tried to drop it off for Nichols. Nichols lost it, but then got it back and lays it up inside for another 2. And that is his 5th point of the night. And now we got a whistle and a foul. I believe that goes against Nathan DeGuayo. His first personal foul. 4th team foul on Maui High. Takushi back on the floor now for Baldwin has it, gives it up to Fikey, almost had it knocked away. Fikey with his dribble, gives it up to Thomas. Thomas around the horn. Now a bad pass picked up by Mateo. Mateo down the floor, stops and pops from 15 when he had a one-on-one, and now the miss goes to Baldwin. Quickly up the floor, it goes to Ayers, and he has it knocked out of bounds by Jake Frazee. Good defensive play that time by Frazee to knock that one out of bounds, and the Bears now will inbound along their own baseline, trailing by 3, 13-10. Inbound pass goes to Wake. Wake up to Fikey. Fikey looking to the left side, goes back to Cody Takushi. The guard, senior guard, gives it up to Wake on the left side wing. Looks up on, bounce pass goes into Philip Thomas. He couldn't hang on to it, and it's picked up by Janelle Mateo. Mateo down the floor, gives it up to Bagoyle. They leave him open. Bagoyle's shot no good, though. Thomas with the rebound. Quickly up the floor, Fikey on the right side wing. Fikey picks up his dribble, looks for help, gets it to Takushi. Baldwin's passes are just not crisp. That's why their players are not able to get shots off or do anything with it once they receive a pass. They're always fighting to control it. Fikey dribbles around his man, gives it up to Thomas at the top. Thomas back over to Fikey on the right side wing. It goes inside to Ayers. Ayers covered up by Nichols. Forces it up, though, and it's stripped away by Fonseca coming over to help. It goes to Frazee. Frazee down the floor. Tried the little underhand layup. Didn't go, and then he is going to be called for a foul. Jake Frazee not happy with the call, but that was an easy one as he just hacked the guy right across the arm. I think he's a little bit more frustrated by missing the short shot inside. 13 Bears putting Tage Akaka back on the floor now. Again, he picked up 2 quick personal fouls. He comes in, and Warren Fikey goes out. Akaka will inbound. Bears facing full court pressure again here, applied by Maui High. Akaka needs to hurry, passes it in to Takushi, immediately double team, and now we're going to have a bumping foul. No, a timeout called by the Baldwin bench. That's what the call is. They need to figure out how they're going to break this press. So we have timeout on the floor, 13-10, Sabers on top, 6:18 to go second quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is MIL Basketball on Maui's ESPN.
Back here to live action, 6:08 to go in the second quarter, 13-10, Sabers on top. Bears with the ball. Ayers takes it in the paint, hangs in the air, and a little baby hook shot for Zach Ayers is good for 2. That's their first 2 points of the quarter. Bears go down and set up in their 1-2-2 zone. Janelle Mateo now to Bagoyle up on top. Goes off to Mateo, back to Bagoyle. They work it to Dancel, who's checked in on the right side. Cross-court pass all the way across everybody over to Mateo on the left. They just keep passing around. Finally, Dancel with a 3-point shot, and he knocks it down. Justin Dancel. And he opens up a 4-point lead. Now back at the other end, we've got a blocking foul. Tage Akaka hit the shot, and a blocking foul is going to be called against Tristan Nichols. That is a big call there. That could have gone either way. And luckily for the Bears, it goes against Nichols. Unfortunately for Maui High, Akaka got the call. So Tage Akaka with his first 2 points of the ball game at the line now, looking for the 3-point play. And that's the second personal foul on Tristan Nichols. 16 foul on Maui High. So after this, they'll be shooting the bonus. The Bears will. Akaka at the line. And he's shooting 1. I think the official signaled 2, but no, he corrected it. Akaka gave him back the ball and made sure that he knew it was right. He's shooting 1, and the shot is up. It's good. So Tage Akaka gets the free throw to go, and it's a 1-point ball game again, 16-15. Bagoyle holds up one finger, calling out his play. Goes to the right side, goes to Mateo. Mateo looks inside, knocked away by Ayers, though, picked up by Takushi. He wants to run down the floor, and Takushi puts it up. It will not go, but a foul is called. A little bump in the paint. And that one's going to go against Dancel. It's his first personal foul, and it's going to put Cody Takushi at the line. They're going to say shooting 2, as he was fouled in the act of shooting. So Cody Takushi at the line can tie it up, and his shot is up. It is good. Takushi tying it up at 16 apiece here. And he got them both. And so the Bears have their first lead of the ball game. 17-16. Magoya walking it up the floor now. Just under 5 minutes to go, second quarter. Magoya to the left side wing to Dancel. Dancel looking inside. Comes back up on top to Magoya. They go to left side corner, and it is DeGuayo, the three-pointer shooter. That's his game, and he knocks it down for his first points of the ball game. And it's back to Maui High with the lead, 19-17, and here's a bad pass again that leads Cody Takushi out of bounds. Numerous bad passes by the Baldwin Bears here tonight. They've gotten away with some, but that was one they just couldn't get away with. And they do not look sharp in that portion of the game. They trail by 2, 19-17, 4.5 to go before the end of the quarter. Takushi brings it in the attack. Not Takushi, but Bagoyo brings it into the attacking zone. Gives it up to Frazee. Back over to Bagoyo out near midcourt. To the right side it goes to DeGuayo. DeGuayo looking. Guarded by Kayama is on the floor now. He gets picked off on a... we got a travel call against Maui High. Thought they were going to call a moving screen on Frazee, but as it was, the ball handler ended up traveling with the ball. I think he's tried to stop to admire the teeth-shattering screenplay. So Baldwin getting it back. They trail by 2, 19-17 as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Takushi up on top, comes over to the left side to Spikey. Spikey guarded closely by DeGuayo. Tried to dribble around him, lost it, but it gets it back. Now they go inside to Liam Wake, and we're going to have a 3-second violation on Liam Wake. And the turnover giving the ball. Guzman now in the ball game at the point. Passes to the right side to Dancel. Dancel holding the ball, comes up on top to DeGuayo, picked up by Kayama. Down along the side it goes for Z. Turnaround jumper on the way in and out, no good. Takushi inside, grabs the rebound, and he wants to run quickly down the floor. Goes to Kayama. Kayama stops at the free throw line, passes back to the right side to Takushi. They'll dribble it up on top, they reload. They go to the high post to Thomas, to Takushi. Stutter steps, drives inside, and he got contested by Fonseca, no call, and the shot would not go. And here comes Guzman back the other way from Maui High. And he'll take it to the free throw line, puts up the shot, will not go, and a fight for the rebound. They're going to say last touch by the Maui High Sabers. Actually, they're going to call a foul, and that's going to go against Dancel, I believe. And so that's going to put the Baldwin Bears at the other end of the floor, shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Looks like it's going to be Kali'i Kayama. Sabers on top. If Kayama can hit them both, we'd have a tie ball game again. Takes his time at the line. His shot is up too hard off the back of the rim. Thomas started to come down with a rebound, and it's knocked out of his hands, and it was last touched by Tristan Nichols. And a break for the Baldwin Bears. They'll set up a play with Takushi to inbound. Takushi gets it, and it's Akaka with the turnaround jumper. Would not go. Oh, check that. Pikey with the turnaround jumper. It would not go. And that goes back to Takushi. His runner in the paint won't go, and he is fouled on the play. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that might be on Tristan Nichols. Again, we're on the opposite side of the official scorers table here, so we don't get a clear view of who the foul was called on. Nichols is staying on the floor here, but Frazee is at the scorers table. If that is Nichols, that's his third. Going to the line is Cody Takushi. And his shot is on the way, and it is no good off the back of the rim. Frazee is coming in, and Nichols is going out. And now we're going to have a 30-second timeout taken by the Maui High Sabers. They lead 19-17 with 2:53 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back right after this message on Maui's ESPN Radio. Baldwin Bears trailing Maui High 19-17 in the semifinal game. Shot by Takushi is up, and it is good. So he gets one of 2 to draw the Bears to within 1. A must-win game for Baldwin. Guzman with the ball for Maui High. Backs away from that zone defense. Takushi at the point for Baldwin's D. Maui High works it to Dancel on the left wing. Now they go all the way to the right side to Guzman. Down along the baseline to Frazee. He tried to spin his way inside. He's going to be called for travel. No doubt about that. Trying to spin between three different defenders. No room to put the ball on the floor. And the dancing doesn't cut it. Ball's inbounded. The Bears get it. Maui High back defensively, and the ball goes up the floor with Warren Feike. He'll give it up to Kayama. Now to Takushi. Up on top, it goes to Wake at the high post. Wake hands it off to Feike. Feike gives it to Takushi. Off to the left side. Kayama, wide open three on the way. In and out, no good. Fight for the rebound. And Feike's going to track it down. Gives it back over to Kayama. The Bears will reload with Takushi on top as we hit the 2-minute mark, second quarter. Feike hands it off to Kayama. Back over to Takushi. Now quick pass inside, no look pass by Takushi, and that wasn't going to work at all. And here comes Maui High back the other way. Aguayo bounce pass inside to Frazee. He got it knocked away, and the ball ends up on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball situation. They'll check the possession arrow, and it's going to favor the Baldwin Bears. It is Baldwin ball. One to go before half. Okay, here we go. Live action. Thomas inbounds to Takushi, back to Thomas. Thomas along the baseline. Quick pass all the way up the floor. Snagged by Kayama. Ahead it goes to Feike. Feike tries the baseline. Goes through the key out to Takushi. Back over to Feike. Long shot on the way. Off the mark. No good. And Feike slips down, and Dancel comes up with the easy rebound as it's uncontested. Here goes Maui High back the other way. Guzman to the right side. It goes to Fonseca. Fonseca will stop and pop from 15. That's off the mark. Rebound fought for, and it's going to be controlled by Baldwin. Guys starting to slip around on the floor here. Getting a little ice skating rink going. Feike, bounce pass goes into Wake. Wake kicks it back out to him. They work it to Kayama. Up on top to Takushi. Open for a three on the way. Too hard. Thomas with the rebound. Brought it down. Lost the handle on it. Ball ends up on the floor. Picked up by Guzman. Now kicked away from him by Wake. It should belong to Maui High as Liam Wake kind of did a little football kick out of the hands there. Not intentionally. Just trying to go for the ball. And it is going to belong to Maui High. And they're going to have to go find about 3 or 4 spots where bodies were sprawled out on the floor and start wiping up some perspiration with 4 at the Baldwin gym. Maui High will inbound. They lead by 1. Gets it to Janelle Mateo on the right wing. Up on top to Guzman. He'll call out his play. They go high post to Fonseca, but he couldn't hang on to that one. And Liam Wake grabs the ball, and Fonseca grabs Liam Wake. A little frustration foul that time on Fonseca. And that's going to put Liam Wake at the foul line, shooting 2, as that is the 10th team foul against the Maui High Sabers. So Wake at the foul line, where the Baldwin Bears have had their challenges here tonight. The senior takes his time. And his foul shot is up, and it is good. Wake now 2 for 3 from the line. Another shot coming here can give Baldwin back the lead as we're tied right now at 19 all. Wake going through his pre-shot routine. Lets it fly, and this one is too hard. In and out, no good. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Fonseca. He falls down, but he passes it off to Guzman. Here comes Maui High with 35 seconds to go in the half. Fonseca at the free throw line, knifes his way down the lane, puts it up and in, and he is fouled on the play. And Daniel Fonseca gives the lead back to the Maui High Sabers. Give them 2 on the shot, and Liam Wake picks up the foul for the Baldwin Bears. So it's 21-19, Maui High on top with 32 seconds remaining. Daniel Fonseca at the line, looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shot is up, and it is no good. And the rebound goes to Warren Feike. We're going to have a foul, and that's going to go against Dancel of Maui High. Going up high and coming down with a rebound was the Baldwin Bears. I believe that was Warren Feike, but Dancel with a little push, trying to come up with some working room. He picks up the foul, and that is going to put Liam Wake back at the line, shooting more free throws. Warren Feike tried to talk his way to the free throw line, but was told no. It was Liam Wake who was actually fouled on the play. 31 seconds remaining here before the half. We continue to wipe up perspiration here on the floor. Now we're all set to go. And Liam Wake will get the ball shooting 2 again, as Maui High is over the limit. That's actually the 11th team foul against the Sabers here in the half. Wake at the foul line. High arching shot is up and good. If he hits the next one, we'll be tied at 21. Right now it's the Sabers by just 1. Wake's shot is up, and it is good. He got them both. Liam is 4 of 5 from the foul line here tonight. We're all tied at 21 with 24 seconds to go. Bagoyo at the top. Baldwin hunkered down in their zone defense. Bagoyo calls out play 1 with 15 seconds to go. Bagoyo with it. To the left side it goes to Mateo. Mateo back to Bagoyo. Bagoyo on the right side. Back up on top to Bagoyo. 5 seconds goes to Mateo. He'll drive inside. Tried to push up a shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes off to Philip Thomas, and that'll do it for the first half of play. A must-win game for the Baldwin Bears, and we end up in a tie at the half. Each team with 21 points here at the half. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to recap this first half for you and kind of set the stage for tomorrow's action. So stick around. More action coming your way on Maui's ESPN Radio. Tage Akaka, Cody Takushi, Warren Feike, Philip Thomas, Liam Wake for Baldwin. Now you got AJ Bagoyo, Janelle Mateo, Daniel Fonseca, Tristan Nichols, and Jake Frazee on the floor for the Maui High Sabers. Sabers will have the ball first, and they will inbound it to Mateo in the backcourt. They'll get it across midcourt, picks up his dribble, needs some help, finally finds Fonseca on the left side wing. Bounce pass goes down along the baseline, and then a pass from Mateo out to Frazee, stolen away by Takushi. Takushi down the floor, holds things up here a little bit, and they will set up their half-court offense. Too much dribbling by Cody Takushi, though. Finally passes it off to Warren Feike as he started to lose the handle on it, got in trouble. Tage Akaka strapped by foul trouble with 2, sat most of the first half, back on the floor, and now we got a turnover. A pass down around the ankles of Warren Feike, and it ends up getting kicked by Warren out of bounds. You're going to give a guy a pass, don't pass it to him at his ankles. And so here comes Maui High back the other way. Bagoyo takes it to the attacking zone, right side wing. Quick pass up on top to Mateo. Mateo out on the right side wing now, goes to Frazee at the top of the circle. And now a bounce pass goes into Nichols. Nichols muscles up a shot. We didn't get it to go, but he got his own rebound and puts it in for 2. He's got 7 on the night. And that's what Maui High can do. Pound it inside to the big guy. Takushi picks up his dribble, passes off left side to Akaka. Now down along the baseline to Warren Feike. He's left open for a 15-footer, and he cannot hit the shot. Maui High said, hey, you want to take the shot? You take it. And Feike, unfortunately, could not put that one down. And so here they come back the other way. Lob pass goes inside to Nichols. Got it back, puts up a shot, rolls off the rim, but he is fouled on the play. And Maui High doing a good job of pounding it down inside. That foul goes against Liam Wake for the Baldwin Bears. I think that is his second personal foul. And it puts Tristan Nichols at the line. He leads all scorers with 7. Foul shot is up. Line drive shot. Another point. Nichols with one more shot coming here. Trying to give Maui High a 4-point lead. Shot is too hard off the rim, though. And Tage Akaka comes down with a rebound. He wants to run. A no-look pass off to the right side is knocked around. It ended up with Liam Wake. And Wake couldn't finish. And here comes Maui High back the other way. Sabers lead by 3. Bounce pass along the baseline goes to Tristan Nichols. Up and off the glass. Another 2. All of a sudden, the Sabers realizing they've got a big advantage down inside. Baldwin calls timeout. 6:17 to go in the third quarter. Maui High has come out and scored 5 unanswered points here in this third quarter. They now lead 26-21. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Cody Takushi brings it it into the attacking zone for the Baldwin Bears, and they end up throwing it away. It's batted around, and the Bears are going to luck out as it was just tipped by one of the Maui High Sabers, but another bad pass by the Bears trying to force it inside to a guy that was not open. Pikey set to inbound, drops it into the backcourt, tracked down by Cody Takushi. And it's 26-21, Sabers by 5. Pikey with the ball, hands it off to Kaka. Page, bounce pass along the baseline, goes to Takushi, and he had his shot blocked, and a foul is called against Daniel Fonseca. It looked like Fonseca had a clean block from where we're at, but we're at the other end of the floor, and that is his, I believe that is his third personal foul. We got 5'6" going up against 6'2" there, and 6'2" on the block, but evidently got him with the body. Takushi from the foul line knocks the shot down. Draws the Bears to within 4. Cody Takushi back at the line, another shot coming. It's on the way, and it will rattle down, but we have a count the bucket, I believe. Count the bucket, and we had a foul called on Cruzad Chan for the Baldwin Bears, who had just checked into the ball game. So a 3-point lead for Maui High. They have the ball. 26-23 the score. Under 6 to go, third quarter. Frazee right out on the way out on the right wing. Gives it up to Mateo. Mateo back to that right side to Bagoyo. Now they go to Frazee. Frazee thought about trying to knife his way inside, cut off. They go back to Frazee after a pass out on top. Now to Bagoyo, to Mateo. Mateo looking inside, back to Bagoyo. They got Tristan Nichols floating along the baseline looking for their big guy. Now they go to Mateo, back to Frazee. Frazee at the free throw line, kicks it out, goes to Fonseca. He'll drive along the baseline, lays it up and in, over the side of the rim, good for 2. Daniel Fonseca with just his second bucket of the night. And now we got a turnover as Takushi loses it out of bounds. Trying to work it up the sideline, had a defender there with him and just ended up dribbling it out of bounds. Lost the handle. 28-23, Sabers by 5. Bagoyo with the ball way up on top, picked up by Takushi. Bagoyo with his dribble takes it to the right side wing. Up on top to Mateo. Mateo, as they try to pass it, goes to Fonseca. Fonseca in the deep left corner, passes it out to Mateo. Back over to Mateo. Coach Vega really wanted him to pass it inside to Nichols. He was open. His guards did not see him. Now they get Nichols posting up again, and we're going to have a holding foul called against Baldwin. Cruzad Chan hanging on to Nichols, just trying to stop him from penetrating. Second foul on Chan. Ball's inbounded by Maui High. Up on top to Mateo. And they continue to look inside. Now a bad pass, and it's taken away by Takushi. Actually ties up Bagoyo. And so the possession arrow facing towards the Baldwin Bears. So it'll be Baldwin ball. Maui High saying that they should have the ball, and the official is going to go to the scorer's table. One of the assistant coaches from Maui High saying, no, it should be the Sabres ball. I don't think so. They went to the scorer's table, got it checked, and got it right. So here's Cody Takushi bringing up the floor. Bagoyo meeting them 3/4 of the way up. They get it to Teja Kaka. Kaka, quiet night so far, but he's a guy that could bust loose any time for Baldwin. Passes it off to Fikey way out on the left wing. Mateo stays right with him. Up to Philip Thomas, wide open, 15-footer on the way, no good. Nichols with the rebound. And we got Cruzad Chan reaching over the back of Nichols, and he picks up another personal foul. And that's going to be foul number 3 on Cruzad Chan. It's halfway gone here in this third quarter. Baldwin has mustered up 2 points in this quarter. And outscored 7-2 in the third quarter so far by Maui High. Mateo with it, left side wing. Mateo looks to the top, gives it up to Fonseca, picked up by Thomas, goes back to Mateo at the free throw line, lost the handle on it, but it rolls right over to Jake Frazee. He gives it up to Fonseca, 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound, tracked down by Maui High. Good hustle by Bagoyo. Excellent hustle by A.J. Bagoyo to retain the possession for Maui High. And he has the ball, takes it to the baseline, and a little reverse layup is missed, but a foul against the Baldwin Bears. I believe this is going to go on Cody Takushi. No, it's going to go against Warren Fikey picking up the foul. And that's going to put A.J. Bagoyo at the line shooting 2. 3:43 left here in the third quarter. Shot is up too hard off the back of the rim. Next shot is up by Bagoyo, and we have, count the bucket, they say, we have a foul. And this one's going to go against Cruza Chan again. And so Maui High is going to retain possession. So to go to Bagoyo, he'll inbound it. Bounce pass goes into Nichols. Nichols in the paint. Got his shot blocked. And Liam Wake comes up with it. I think he's the one that got the block that time. Here comes Baldwin back at the other end. They're only down by 6 with 3:30 to go, third quarter. Cody Takushi gets tangled up with A.J. Bagoyo. That's going to be a foul on Bagoyo. I got that as just his first personal foul. And it's going to be the second team foul on Maui High. Baldwin already with 16 fouls in this quarter. That could come back to bite him. Ball's inbounded to Takushi. They'll go high post to Liam Wake. Backdoor to Fikey. Knocked away. Here's a lead pass down the floor. And it's going to go over to the Baldwin Bears as the lead pass to Bagoyo. A little too much. He couldn't track it down. And so Baldwin will get it. And they're going to face full court pressure here. Philip Thomas will be the guy to trigger it in here momentarily. Gets the ball from the official, goes to Akaka. The double team immediately comes. Akaka dribbles down the floor, goes to Thomas, ahead to Akaka. Akaka dumps it off for Fikey, and it goes out of bounds, knocked off. Akaka had a chance to take that one all the way to the hole, maybe get a foul, go to the basket, or go to the foul line, but one extra pass and it got knocked away, but the Bears do retain possession. Up on top it comes to Akaka, to Takushi. Back over to Tage Akaka. He dribbles to the left side wing, back to Cody Takushi. Takushi to the left side to Akaka. 29-23. We've been stuck on this score for a long time. Sabers on top. Pass down along the baseline to Thomas, knocked away by Dancel. 2-point bucket in this quarter. Cody Takushi looks to inbound, gets it to Philip Thomas. Dribbles out of the corner, comes up on top to Akaka. They work it to Fikey on the right wing. Fikey dribbling around, comes back over to Takushi. Cody back over to Warren Fikey. Fikey up on top to Akaka, quickly to Takushi on the left side wing. Dribbles in, kicks it out to Akaka, to Fikey. Fikey thinking about the shot, comes back to Akaka. And now they go to the free throw line. Philip Thomas, turnaround jumper is good from there. Just 2 points now in the 4 points in the quarter for the Bears. 29-25. Maui High by 4. Guzman with the ball for Maui High. Goes to Jake Frazee on the left side wing. Lobs it clear across the court to Guzman. They go to the high post to Fonseca. Turnaround jumper on the way. Off the mark, no good. Thomas with the rebound. And here comes Baldwin back the other way. Akaka hustling it down the floor. Goes to Fikey. Wide open 15-footer. Got it. Warren Fikey with a needed bucket. And that draws the Bears to within 2, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:41 to go here in our third quarter, and Baldwin has creeped back up on Maui High. The Sabres lead 29-27. We'll take a quick... Maui High leading the Baldwin Bears 29-27, minute 38 and counting down here in the third quarter. Sabres with the ball. Guzman at the point. Gives it up to Dancel. Up on top to Nathan DeGuayo. Back over to Guzman. Now they go baseline to Tristan Nichols, who's back on the floor. DeGuayo's open for a 3. His shot no good. Rebound comes off to Tage Akaka, and he gets tangled up immediately. And I believe that was Dancel or DeGuayo, one of the two that got the foul that time. So the Baldwin Bears will come back the other way with a chance to tie it or take the lead with a 3 with 1:20 to go before the end of the third quarter. Takushi into the attacking zone, goes high post to Liam Wake. Wake looking for someone to break open, gives it up to Fikey. Fikey gives it around to Takushi. Takushi to the free throw line, out to Thomas. Pump fakes, got his man in the air, goes to the free throw line, puts up a shot, it's an air ball. Little Thomas with a miscue that time, and Nichols with the rebound for Maui High. Sabers coming back the other way. We go high post to Nichols, off to the right side to Dancer, working it back up to Guzman at the top. Guzman backs away from the defense. Under 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Lob pass goes inside. Bounce pass, I should say, goes inside to Nichols. His pass back out, stolen away by Akaka. Bears want to run. Akaka down the middle. Akaka to the hole. Akaka takes it in, hits the shot to tie the game up, and he draws the foul. And the foul, I believe that's against Nichols. But Paige Akaka tying the game up at 29 apiece with his drive to the basket, and he can give Baldwin the lead here with a free throw. His shot is up, and it is good. Baldwin now on top. 30-29 with 37 seconds to go. 7 seconds to go here before the end of the third quarter. A.J. Bagoya will walk it up the floor for the Maui High Sabers. Gets across midcourt. Picked up by Takushi. Bears sitting in his zone defense. DeGuayo had it, thought about the 3, gives it up to Bagoya. Goes left, right side to Frazee. Out to DeGuayo. Bounces it over to Fonseca. They work it around the perimeter. DeGuayo with it. Bagoya now has his hands wrapped around it up on top. He'll go to DeGuayo. Quickly to Fonseca. Tried to drive the baseline. Bounce pass down underneath. Goes to Nichols. Missed the shot right underneath. Beautiful play by Maui High, but it ends up with a missed shot. And then Keili Kayama was on the floor, heaves it and banks it off of the glass, but no good. As the buzzer sounds, the Bears with a 1-point lead at the end of the third quarter, 30-29. We'll take a break.
Your kids to stay away from the ditches and cane roads and play hard, play safe. This a friendly reminder from HCNS and East Maui Irrigation.
This is MIL Basketball on Maui's ESPN.
Start of the fourth quarter, Maui High with the ball. They trail by 1. They get it to Janelle Mateo. Wide open 3 from the left corner is no good. And the Bears come back the other way with it, leading 30-29. They go to the baseline. Keili Kayama up on top. They get it to Takushi. Bears will go into their 5-out offense where they just run a flex offense here. Kayama holding it way out on the wing, and his pass stolen away by Janelle Mateo. Easy pickings, and quickly down the other way, and Maui High takes the lead on Janelle Mateo's steal and bucket. And it's 31-30, Maui High with the lead. Takushi into the attacking zone, goes to Kayama. Kayama way out on the right wing, up on top to Takushi. They go to Philip Thomas on the left side. Bounce pass inside for Akaka. They got him posted up. That's a good move, but he can't do anything with it. Goes back to Thomas, and then they come up on top to Takushi. I like the plan of having Akaka posted up down low. Here's Philip Thomas, 3 on the way in and out. Liam Wake had the rebound, but it got knocked away. Now the ball's on the floor, picked up by Akaka. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas goes up with it, hits the bucket, and he is fouled on the play. And the foul goes against Jake Frazee for Maui High. Philip Thomas hit the bucket. That is just his 5th point of the night, and he's at the line looking for point number 6, which would give Baldwin a 2-point lead. Bears on top. Philip Thomas at the line. And the shot is on the way, and it's no good off the back of the rim. Nichols with the rebound. Here comes Maui High back the other way. Mateo with it. Goes to Fonseca. Fonseca up on top to Bagoyo. Off to the right side it goes to Janelle Mateo. Into Tristan Nichols. Jake Frazee drives the baseline. Puts up the shot. It bounces around. It drops in for Jake Frazee. Counts the bucket. And the foul against Liam Wake, and Maui High back out on top now, 33-32. Frazie's first point of the second half. He's got 6 at the foul line. Trying to give Maui High a 2-point lead. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound to Wake. They'll give it up to Cody Takushi. And here comes Maui High. They go to Paige Akaka, drives in from the right side, got the shot blocked. Maui High quickly back the other way, and then it is stolen away by Baldwin in transition. Bears hustling defensively. Here's Cody Takushi coming down the floor. Out to Thomas on the left side wing. Thomas needs to dribble up. They got him bottled up, so he'll dribble it himself on top. Goes left side to Takushi. Looking for Akaka. Off to Thomas on the right side. Thomas holding the ball. 1-point lead from Maui High. Come back to the right side. Liam Wake with it. Wake up on top to Kayama. Kayama off to Akaka, and we're going to have a foul called against Maui High, and that's going to go against Jake Frazee on a hold. And it's not a shooting situation, as that is the 6th team foul against Maui High. Frazee goes out, as does Mateo. Dancel and McLeod back in for Maui High, and for the Baldwin Bears, Kayama's going out and Fikey's coming in. 33-32, Maui High on top. 5:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Must-win game for Baldwin. Baldwin needs to inbound. They get the ball to Philip Thomas. Quickly up on top to Paige Akaka. Left side wing it goes to Takushi. Picked up by Bagoyo. Works off the dribble, goes to Fikey. Back to the left side to Thomas. Thomas, and he's called for a travel. Thomas saw an opening and just got off to a quick start and is called for the travel. So Maui High leading by 1 will come back the other way. A.J. Bagoyo will walk it up. Tristan Nichols, Daniel Fonseca, Justin Dancel, and Marquise McLeod on the floor for Maui High. McLeod, right side wing, up on top to Fonseca. Goes to Bagoyo. Inside it goes to Nichols. Nichols, short jumper, in and out, wouldn't stay down. And a fight for the rebound, and Takushi comes up with it. Takushi wants to run. He's got Thomas running with him. Takushi goes up, missed the layup. A fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It's going to last touch by Philip Thomas. Takushi had Thomas with him. Instead of passing it to him, tried to take it inside, got the shot. Not a good shot. And here comes Maui High back the other way. What can you say? Sabers with the ball. McLeod looking for Nichols. Can't get it to him to come around to Bagoyo. Left side wing. Up on top to McLeod. Back to Bagoyo on the left. Looking for either Dancel or Nichols inside. At some point, Baldwin's going to have to come out of this zone. They trail by 1, 33-32 at 4.5, just under 4.5 to go. And Bagoyo goes out near midcourt. Team Vegas says just hold on to the ball until they come out of the zone. So Baldwin is coming out. They're going to have to play man-to-man defense here. Fonseca with it. Started by Thomas. They bounce it. They get it to the baseline to Nichols. They work it up on top now to Bagoyo. Bagoyo spin move in the paint. Hangs in the air up off the glass. No good. Akaka inside for the rebound. Bears want to run. Akaka down the floor. Akaka trying to go coast to coast. Puts it up. Missed the shot. No good. Fight for the rebound. Bears had it momentarily, but McLeod comes out of the pack with it from Maui High. Another missed opportunity on a quick break down the floor for the Baldwin Bears. They trail by 1, 33-32. Lots of time left. 3:38 and counting down here in the fourth quarter. Sabers give it up to Fonseca, way out on the right wing. McLeod with it. He'll give it up to Fonseca, back over on the wing. Up on top, ball knocked around. Bagoyo had it, lost it, gets it back, and then passes down along the baseline to Tristan Nichols. Nichols holds the ball, gives it to Fonseca. Now Stephen Vega, the head coach for Maui High, wants a timeout. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a break. 3:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Maui High leading by 1, 33-32. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more right after this on Maui's ESPN Radio.
This is MIL Basketball on Maui's ESPN.
Back to live action. Maui High inbounds. Marcus McLeod with it way out near midcourt. Sabers lead by 1, 33-32 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. McCleague hanging on to it. Sabers called that timeout to kind of set up an offense here that's just going to try to milk some clock here. Here's a turnover. Dansel tried to throw it to Fonseca. He was cutting the other way. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Bears will get the ball back again, trailing by 1, 33-32. Thomas will inbound. Takushi will walk it up the floor for the Baldwin Bears as we get under 3 minutes to play. 2:50 right now. They go to the right side to Thomas. Philip Thomas looks down along the baseline. Everybody's bottled up. Goes off to the right wing to Cody Takushi. Takushi with his dribble. Takes it to the left elbow to Warren Feike. Baseline goes to Liam Wake. Liam Wake hangs in the air, puts up a shot. No good. Paige Akaka's put back, will not go. Wake got it back. Philip Thomas got it back. And the Bears will set up their half-court offense again. Another missed opportunity inside, right at the front of the rim for Baldwin. Cody Takushi thought about a three. Gives it up to Feike. Drives the baseline. Feike through the lane. Tried to pass it off. Ball gets knocked around. Gets it back. It goes to Liam Wake. Wake puts up a shot. Contact. No call, but he hits the bucket anyway. And the Bears are back on top now, 34-33, with 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Bears by 1. Sabers with the ball. McCleague looking inside. Way out on the right wing. Dribbles up, looking for A.J. Bagoyo. Wants to hand it off to his playmaking point guard. And now Stephen Vega calls for a timeout again. It'll be another full timeout. So with 1:49 left in the fourth quarter, we'll take a quick break. Bears on top, 34-33. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Baldwin's got to be a little more savvy on that on the time. You got all those assistants. Somebody needs to say, hey, coach, we're needed on the floor. Maui High with the ball. Ball's inbounded for the Sabers. They trail by 1. McCleague with it. Cross it goes to Bagoyo. Thought about a three, won't take it. Thought about it again, still won't take it. Works it to Mateo. Mateo to McCleague. Off to the right side. Nichols on the floor along with Frazee, Mateo, McCleague, and Bagoyo. McCleague with it on top. Minute 19 and counting down. Looking for either Frazee or Nichols inside. If they can't get them, they just continue to pass it around the perimeter. Good deep, good patience being shown by Maui High. Frazee way out on the left wing with it to Mateo. Mateo looks inside for Nichols. Nichols got it, puts up the shot, rolls off the rim, no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled on the play, and the foul goes against Paige Akaka. And Tristan Nichols will go to the line. If he gets 1, we're tied. If he gets 2, the Sabres have got the lead. The place is quiet. Nichols' first shot on the money. And we are tied at 34 with 1:03 to go. Fonseca back in and McCleague out for Maui High. Tristan Nichols back at the line can give the Sabres a 1-point lead if he can make it. He is a good free throw shooter. Next one's on the way. That was too hard off the rim, though. And Wake with the rebound. We're tied at 34. Baldwin bringing the ball down the floor with a minute to go. Akaka sees an opening, goes in the paint, puts up the shot, rattles it down for 2. Paige Akaka with a big bucket. 48 seconds in counting down. Bears by 2, 36-34. Fonseca. Cross-court pass goes to Mateo. Mateo looks inside for Nichols. Knocked away, but the Sabres come up with it. Now Baldwin comes up with it. Takushi on a breakaway. Takushi down the floor. Got the layup. And Baldwin leads by 4. And Maui High will call timeout with 30 seconds remaining. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. But 2 big buckets, Akaka and Takushi, and it's 38-34, Bears on top. 30 seconds ago, we'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
Takamiya Market is where local...
Maui High will inbound with 30 seconds left. They get it to Bagoyo. Up the floor he comes. Bears drop back defensively. Sabres work it. Bagoyo on top to Fonseca. Watch out for him. He's the three-point shooter. They go to Mateo. Mateo knifes his way inside. Off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound. And the ball goes out of bounds. And it is last touched by Baldwin. The ball went right through Fonseca's leg. I guess he did not touch it. The official right on top of the play said it is Maui High ball with 10 seconds remaining. If I'm Baldwin, now they're going to wipe up the ball a little bit. It's a little wet, but Bears by 4 with 10 seconds left. At this point, Baldwin could even think about committing a foul. They have committed 6. It would put Maui High at the line shooting 1-1. So there's options here for the coach for the Baldwin Bears, but I think the bottom line is they just want to play solid defense and try to kill the last 10 seconds of this fourth quarter. Baldwin 38, Maui High 34. If the Bears win, we're going to have a playoff game, and now we're going to have a timeout called by Baldwin. And so we'll take a timeout here, a full timeout taken by the Bears. We'll take another 30-second break. 38-34, Baldwin on top. We'll be back right after. A win by the Bears, and they keep their season alive. And it's going to come down to these final 10 seconds. A.J. Bagoya will inbound it, and he will get it to Mateo. Mateo's 3 on the way. Off the mark, no good. Fikey with the rebound, and he is immediately fouled by Tristan Nichols. And that leaves 5 seconds on the clock. Baldwin up by 4, and Warren Fikey going to the line. And again, the foul on Tristan Nichols. And things are looking pretty good right now for the Baldwin Bears. Yeah, Warren Fikey going to the line. He'll be shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Fikey ready to get the ball from the official. He's got it. Nobody underneath for Baldwin. Everybody back defensively. Fikey's foul shot on the way. Too hard off the rim. No good. Rebound comes off to Fonseca. Up the floor it comes. Mateo with a desperation shot at the buzzer. And it is no good. And so the Baldwin Bears keep their season alive. They defeat the Maui High Sabers 38-34. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll recap this one for you and set the stage for tomorrow's championship game.